So y'all know y'all live with Snapchat. And I just discovered my grandma's grave, fam. But this ain't where we laid her at. Now, they got her here. We buried her near a tree. My grandfather, Robert Sharp, they'll notice they spelled her name S-H-A-R-P, right? My last name is S-H-A-R-P-E, right? So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Now you hear the number codes, right? Because they moved her around. Now this is my grandfather, Robert Lee Sharp. I came out here and put some flowers. I'm going to go put some flowers on my grandma. 1923 to 92, right? Now we're going to follow some dates. And we're going to look at the graveyard codes, right? Because anytime you in a graveyard and the graveyard is coded, right? You see the tombs around him. This one here represents a pig, right? This right here, Frank, across from him with the flowers will represent the cross, December the 14th, 92, right? That would represent all the families that crossed him and why they would put him out here with all these crosses, right? And you see how the date's 92, right? How this grave is bigger than his grave. This is the same type of stone that I found in Charlotte that was broken in half with Hayward name on the grave in Charlotte. Now, they told us it wasn't no room out here for me to bury my father in. And we buried him all the way out 10th Street. Right? Now, what sense do it make? They buried my grandfather here. And over here where the stroller is, my grandma over here, but this ain't where we buried her at. This will be the fence that I told you we marked ourselves at. And that's the little shed place. But as you walk around the graveyard, this whole graveyard has been recoded. Right? You even got Jesse Ray out here, right? My cousin Jesse, I went to go look for his grave. It was a no-show. Now, when my Uncle Ray told me it was 4 stoops over, all of a sudden I get back out here today, the marker is out here, right? He said it should have been by a tree. And we clearly don't see no trees by this grave. But we see John Bill, right, and Ebron, right? Because you got to think about the codes at the graveyard, right? 1921, 1990, that would have been after they took my grandma that came for my grandmother, right? And then look at what kind of grave they have her by. Julius Ray, right? Cherry. You got to think about the name. The Cherry married into the family, right? Just like my grandmother married into the family, right? Now you see, it says Corey is short. It says Corey is short, 1931 to 1988. This is where a lot of cold cases started from in Greenville. And why you see all these tombstones out here. Because they were made off this money deal from my grandmother, and why I'm just now able to find her grave. And not in the location because she wasn't buried in a corner. But she was in like the middle, like my grandfather. You notice they got a lot of pink flowers around her. The Daniel family, right? Those are the ones who write the life insurance policy. Right? These are graveyard codes. When they talk about them doing graveyard magic, That's when they come out here and they see, okay, she is marked with flowers, so that means she's a local. We need her information so that we can sell it for money. And this is how I tell y'all how the graveyard, the funeral home, can sell your people information, right? And have somebody come from overseas living as your family. This would explain all the circles around me. Because I will be about the only one with that bloodline that can match up to these graveyards. And while my name would be on city property and not their names. Who in this courthouse changing records, right, from 1988? Right? Because how is it if this is my grandmother? If this is my grandmother and my grandfather, why my last name don't match up? Who playing games with names and the funeral home? Right? Now, if we dealing with human trafficking, that will explain why they changing the names at the graveyard. You like with Snapchat Queen, the AI chatbot friend. See the truck back here? Where we at? See that truck right there? That will explain them trucks following me. Because they would have just had that put out here. That will explain this truck right here in the cut. Red Cross, or whatever kind of white truck that is. Sitting right here in front of the grave, right? Following Coletta. Because Coletta is showing y'all how you can go to the funeral home and they sell your family information to somebody overseas to continue to get that trust fund money. This is where the federal account started. Right here with our dead folk. With our loved ones. And once they get the money, look how small the grave is. Man, they got big money off this grave. And this how big the grave, the stones is that they give them. You see the porta potty right there after they put the stone down. Now this is the city working against the local community through the graveyard. I just had to walk out here to the graveyard to show y'all my grandparents. And how today, it's been the first day since y'all seen me come up here, able to find my grandparents' grave. And how the city, I just left from PJ Colley office before I got here to put some flowers on my grandparents' grave, family. Now this is the first time in a long time that I'm able to come out here and lay some beautiful flowers with my grandmother. Boy, you live with Snapchat Queen, the AI chatbot friend. They draining the battery. I'll be back.